Why am I recording all this cough? I'm alright. Hi guys. What do you mean show me? Hi guys, my name is Jide Ajide. I am a writer, director, and this is Monday Shots. Today we're going to be talking about making passion work. Alright, so before we go down that road, I'll just define passion. Almost everybody knows what it is. You experience it, it's that force that drives you, helps you accomplish goals, helps you follow like a career path, helps you, accomplish your dreams and desires. But many people put it in a will. I wouldn't say a will, but in a triangle, vision, mission, and passion, it's one of the key elements that really kind of like drives you to make the most of your vision and, accomplishing your mission in life. So today I'm going to break it down to three steps that you could take to help you make the most out of passion. Well, before I do that, I'll talk about myths quickly, like one or two of them. The thing about passion is because since it's so powerful, many people will say stuff like, hey, don't get too carried away with your passion, because you're being misled. You're only working based on infatuation, etc., etc. And those will come along, and those are kind of like myths, because if you know your direction, you know where you're going, you know what you're going to do with yourself. And second one I often hear is, say you're going to a career path that's not nearly as lucrative as what you already have because you're more passionate about what you're getting into. People will try and discourage you, and that's normal too, but you just have to know how to manage them while pursuing, your passion. And so the three steps, I want to start with the first one, which is embrace your fears. That's getting into the fact that everybody has fears. There are things that are always gonna stop you. That's your conscience talking to you. There's a self checks, and so it's basically the question of how bad do you really want it. And if you find out your fears and you embrace them, take every single one of them and just toss it to the side because it's not going to help you get anywhere. All right, throw your fears away. I mean, I used to work with some amazing colleagues where I had mentors, and it was a very decent job, but I wasn't passionate about it. Like I had to just move. I knew what I wanted to do, and because I embraced my fears and I was able to put them to the side, I kind of jumped ship. And to this day, like I get props, from my mentors and my former colleagues about being able to take that bold step. So the next thing you want to do is to plan and prepare. Okay, um, this is really important because you have to be intentional. You don't want to be happened to. You don't want to be somebody who something just came along and just hit. No, you want to be the person who hit, people out the way. So be purposeful, be intentional. Like you never find me without like pen and paper. I write down my ideas. I put stuff down on paper, and it helps me along the way. It gives you a chance to even look at your own strengths and weaknesses, and that way you know what you're going to delegate and what you want to do personally as a person because you put it down on paper. It also has one advantage, like it helps you get into fewer mediocre conversations because there's people who's gonna like ramble whatever like on the usual day, and then they sit down with you and they see that you're taking notes. They kind of think twice, about running their mouths. So it's a cool trick, pen and paper. Now, last but not least, you want to make the move. Okay, so now you're done with your fears. You plan and you prepare. You want to take the big step. Hold it. Now, a lot of people think making this move is like this. It has to be gargantuan. It has to be this leap. No, it doesn't necessarily have to be. You have to start from where you can start. You don't have to start from the top or even from the bottom. Just start from wherever you can start. So, say for example, you're a photographer. Like you don't have to find yourself on the next movie set taking BTS photos. You don't have to take those wedding gigs with like tons of money every weekend, which I know a lot of people want to be able to do, which is a cool thing. But start wherever you can. Volunteer at your church in your local community. You're gonna inspire people that way. You're gonna empower people. They're gonna ask you questions. Hey, tell me more about the camera. You educate them. You educate yourself. You empower. You inspire people. Which for me, I think is the ultimate thing. That's why I got into the film business in the first place. So, embrace your fears and toss them to the side. Plan, prepare, and make the move. I hope somebody watching this right now will take passion to the next level. Until next time. Peace.